Well, one popular investment strategy that gets a lot of attention at the end of the year is the so-called dogs of the Dow. Those are the 10 stocks in the Dow with the highest yields. And if you bought shares in these bow wows at the start of 2016, you're probably pretty happy right about now. Dominic Chu explains.
This is the time of year when many investors start looking at the dogs of the Dow investing strategy. Now, basically what this is looking at the 30 stocks in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, picking out the 10 stocks that have the highest dividend yield, buying those stocks in equal dollar amounts, holding them for a year, and then redoing the same thing again the next year. Now, the strategy doesn't always outperform, but it has in a big way this year. And the idea is to really get investors to focus on perhaps beaten down names in the Dow and the ones that give bigger dividend payments. If you look at the list this year, it's an interesting one, and we have some real gainers, the ones that really propelled the Dow Jones Industrial Average and, of course, the dogs of the Dow to be outperformers. If you look at the biggest gainer so far in this dog strategy, it's construction equipment maker Caterpillar, one of the most beaten up stocks in the Dow last year, now up huge. If you factor in dividends, it's up 49%. Oil and gas, big laggard last year. Oil prices have recovered. Chevron up 32% if you factor in the dividend payment as well. IBM, another laggard last year and has been for a few years now, but Big Blue is now up 24% this year if you factor in those dividend payments. And then Walmart and Merck kind of round out some of the biggest gainers in the dogs. Now, what about next year? As it stands right now, you take a look at some of these: Verizon, Pfizer, Chevron, Cisco, IBM, Exxon, Coca-Cola, Caterpillar, Procter & Gamble, and Merck. These are your 10 highest yielding stocks if the Dow and the dogs were named right now before the end of the year. If you take a look overall, check out these, because according to analysts, these are the ones that have the biggest percentage to gain: Pfizer, Merck, Coke, Caterpillar, and IBM, because of their big gains now, perhaps laggards. So as we talk about the dogs, keep in mind those stocks and the analyst outlooks for next year. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Dominic Chu.